Chapter 32. What things are under the signs, the fixed stars, and their images. The like consideration is to be had in all things concerning the figures of the fixed stars, so they will have the terrestrial, ram to be under the rule of the celestial Aries, and the terrestrial bull, and ox to be under the celestial Taurus. So also that Cancer should rule over crabs, and Leo over lions, Virgo over virgins, and Scorpio over scorpions. Capricorn over goats. Sagittarius over horses, and Pisces over fishes. Also the celestial Ursa over bears, Hydra over serpents, and the dog star over dogs, and so of the rest. Now Apuleius distributes certain and peculiar herbs, to the signs, and planets, viz. To Aries the herb, sage, to Taurus vervain, that grows straight, to Gemini vervain, that grows bending, to Cancer comfrey, to Leo sow-bread, to Virgo clement, to Libra mugwort, to Scorpio scorpion grass, to Sagittarius pimpernel, to Capricorn the dog, to Aquarius dragon's wort, to Pisces heartwort. And to the planets these, viz. To Saturn sangreen, to Jupiter agrimony, to Mars sulphurwort, to the Sun marigold, to Venus woundwort, to Mercury mullein, to the Moon, peony. But Hermes, whom Albertus follows, distributes to the planets these, viz. To Saturn the daffodil, to Jupiter henbane, to Mars ribwort, to the Sun knotgrass, to Venus vervain, to Mercury cinquefoil, to the Moon, goosefoot. We also know by experience that asparagus is under Aries, and garden basil under Scorpio, for of the shavings of ram's horn sowed, comes forth asparagus, and garden basil rubbed betwixt two stones, produceth scorpions. Moreover I will according to the doctrine of Hermes, and Thebit reckon up some of the more eminent stars, whereof the first is called the head of Algol, and amongst stones, rules over the diamond, amongst plants, black helleber, and mugwort. The second are the Pleiades, or 7 stars, which amongst stones, rule over crystal, and the stone diodocus, amongst plants, the herb, diacidon, and frankincense, and fennel, and amongst metals, quicksilver. The third is the star Aldebaran, which hath under it, amongst stones, the carbuncle, and ruby, amongst plants, the milky thistle, and matry silver. The fourth is called the goat star, which rules, amongst stones, the sapphire, amongst plants, horehound, mint, mugwort, and mandrake. The fifth is called the great dog star, which amongst stones, rules over the beryl, amongst plants, savin, mugwort and dragonwort, and amongst animals the tongue of a snake. The sixth is called the lesser dog star, and, amongst stones, rules over achates, agates, amongst plants the flowers of marigold, and pennyroyal. The seventh is called the heart of the lion, which amongst stones, rules over the granate, amongst plants, salendin, mugwort, and mastic. The eighth is the tail of the lesser bear, which amongst stones, rules over the lodestone, amongst herbs, succory, whose leaves, and flowers turn towards the north, also mugwort, and the flowers of periwinkle, and amongst animals the tooth of a wolf. The ninth is called the wing of the crow, under which, amongst stones, are such stones as are of the color of the black onyx stone, amongst plants the bur, quadraginus, henbane, and comfrey, and amongst animals the tongue of a frog. The 10th is called spica, which hath under it, amongst stones, the emerald, amongst plants, sage, trefoil, periwinkle, mugwort, and mandrake. The 11th is called alchemy, which amongst stones, rules over the jasper, amongst plants the plantain. The 12th is called Delphia, under this, amongst stones, is the topaz, amongst plants, rosemary, trefoil, and ivy. The 13th is called the heart of a scorpion, under which, amongst stones, is the sardonyx, and amethyst, amongst plants long aristoloche, and saffron. The 14th is the falling vulture, under which, amongst stones, is the chrysolite, amongst plants succory, and fumitory. The 15th is the tail of Capricorn, under which, amongst stones, is the chalcedon, chalcedony, amongst plants, majoram, marjoram, mugwort, and nip, catnip, and the root of mandrake. Moreover, this we must know, that every stone, or plant, or animal, or any other thing, is not governed by one star alone, but many of them receive influence, not separated, but conjoined, from many stars. So amongst stones, the chalcedony is under Saturn, and Mercury, together with the tail of Scorpion, and Capricorn. The sapphire, under Jupiter, Saturn, and the star Alhajath, Tutia is under Jupiter, and the Sun and Moon, the emerald, under Jupiter, Venus, and Mercury, and the star Spica. The amethyst, as saith Hermes, is under Mars, Jupiter, and the heart of the Scorpion. The jasper, which is of divers kinds, is under Mars, Jupiter, and the star Alchemok. The chrysolite is under the Sun, Venus, and Mercury, as also under the star which is called the falling vulture. The topaz under the Sun, and the star Althea, the diamond under Mars, and the head of Algol. In like manner amongst vegetables, the herb, dragon is under Saturn, and the celestial dragon, mastic, and mince, are under Jupiter, and the Sun, but mastic is also under the heart of the lion, and mint under the goat star. Helaba is dedicated to Mars, and the head of Algol, moss, and sanders, to the Sun, and Venus, coriander to Venus, and Saturn. Amongst animals, the sea calf is under the Sun, and Jupiter, the fox, and ape under Saturn, and Mercury, and domestical dogs under Mercury, and the Moon. And thus we have showed more things in these inferiors by their superiors,